Hello, serial readers. It's your girl Ronnie, and I'm back with another one. Let me ask you this. Do you like male characters that start off toxic but somehow redeems themselves? Or how about those enemies who are forced into close proximity and wind up falling hard? Or one night stands that turn into life-altering chaos? Because same. And I realized something. Some of my favorite books, I don't just love them because of the story. I love them because of the trope. So today I'm putting you on to book recommendations based on my favorite tropes. I won't just name the books. I'm telling you exactly why these tropes hit and the exact stories that did them right. If you were worried about your TBR then, you are certainly going to be worried about it now because your TBR is about to explode. Let's start with one of my top tropes, enemies to lovers. I love this trope because you get forced proximity, intense banter, and high stakes tension that slow shifts from hate to passion. That is my absolute weakness. So the series that I feel did this trope the best is the Lingerie Series by Penelope Sky. This series isn't actually a 15-book series, but the books that did enemies to lovers well were books 5 through 10, which are my favorite of the entire series. So book 5 starts off with the enemies to lovers trope with the couple Vanessa Barsetti and Griffin, aka Bones. This is not a light enemies to lovers. This is war. Bones is the son of the man who tortured Vanessa's family. And Vanessa is the daughter of the man who took everything away from Bones. But Bones is ruthless. He's also an assassin and he's untouchable. So when Bones wants revenge, he gets it through her. Vanessa, she's not weak though. She's strong, she's brave, and she's willing to sacrifice herself for her family. But Bones' hate isn't simple. And when that shift happens from hate to love, no one can take his love away from him. Not even her family. This story is emotional, is layered, and it's intense. Just talking about it with you guys, I'm ready to reread it again. But if enemies to lovers is about that tension building over time, this next trope throws you into chaos from the very beginning. I love a one night stand trope because it always starts the same way, right? One night. No strings and no expectations. And then everything spirals after that. A prime example of a one-night stand is Love Letters to a Gangsta, Book 3 in the Crenshaw King series by Siobhan Latrice. Listen, if you don't know, the Crenshaw Kings is about a mama, a papa, and their kids. Book 1, we got the parent story, which was Lasara and Prime. Book 2 was Kahari and Couture. And book 3 is LaQuay in Scotland. And if you read book 1, you know that they said LaQuay is more so like Prime than any of the children. So we got a hoot with his story. This one is not even a traditional one night stand. Scotland just wants one night of freedom. She takes a risk and she walks through that door. And what she gets is one night that changes her life forever. From that moment, I just knew that the aftermath was going to be messy. Messy it was. Now let's go from the chaotic beginnings to something that's a little bit more grounded and intentional, which is a later in life trope. I love a later in life romance because it gives you hope. With this trope, it reminds you it's never too late to find love, to find purpose, or happiness. This Time Around by Kay Shanae is the perfect example. Tess and Cypress reconnect later on in life, and what I loved is that there were no games, there was no confusion. They love each other out loud. It's mature, it's passionate, and refreshing. But sometimes it's not just about finding love, it's about becoming someone who's worthy of it. And you find exactly that in a redemption arc trope. This trope really gets me every time. I love watching a flawed character and even a villainous character face their past and choose change. And a prime example of a character that does that is Jeremiah from Emancipating James, Book 3 of the Black Series by Joan Vassa. Jeremiah, aka the Black Cracker, he was ruthless, he was feared, and he was cruel. He was loyal to the wrong side until he meets Callie. The more she resists him, the more everything starts to shift. That tension turns to passion, then love. And that love forces Jeremiah to confront everything. Watching him choose what's right, I loved it. I loved it. That's character growth that hits every time. And while some stories are about changing who you are, others are about finding your people. I love Found Family because it hits emotionally every single time. It's when people who aren't related to you by blood choose each other anyway, protect each other, become home. One book that does this really well is To the Moon, Book 1 of the 8th Wonder series by Evelyn Latrice. This story is deep. Luna, Javin, Sola, Kwame, French. These aren't just friends. They're raising each other. They're surviving trauma, loss, and abandonment together. Another book that did this trope really well was Dr. Bell, Niceville Shores Chronicles The Beginning by M. Monique. Dear Bell, yeah, he's that man. He's a former street dude turned protector, healer, and father. He doesn't just love, he builds a family. The way he shows up for those boys, peace, brag, calm, and humble, it's powerful. It's intentional. He has no problem opening the door for someone else. He did it for Quillo. He did it for Pretty. And don't you dare try to mess with anybody in his family or his peace. He has no problem reminding people exactly who he is. And let's just say, he doesn't have to raise his voice. Let's talk about those settings that make relationships feel deeper. I love a small town romance. You're definitely going to get closeness. You're going to get secrets. You're going to get comfort. And you're even going to get people, nosy people, being in your business or knowing your business. A recent read that I think really did it well is The Culmination of Everything, Book 1 of the Sweet Valley series duet by Christina C. Jones. Sugar Valley is a fictitious place, but it feels real. And Kyle goes there to heal. But then she meets Ben. Ben, oh my goodness, Ben. He lives up to the standard of being that grumpy sunshine guy. He's a park ranger with strong family ties to the community. But what makes this story special, obviously, is the town, the people, the history, and the secrets within. The banter between Kyle and Ben was funny as well. His first perception of Kyle isn't a great one. He actually thinks she's a nitwit, and it takes a couple of interactions and then other people in the community that talks about her and revels about her, where he realizes that he was completely wrong. Now, let's raise the stakes because this next one had me just a little bit stressed. I definitely love a romantic suspense because it blends danger with emotion. But you also get love in the middle of it. It's the perfect combo, and I just love it. A book that I think really did this well was At Dusk by Ashley Nicole. There's an unaliver hiding in plain sight. And Harlan, who's an FBI agent, is after the unaliver. He has been chasing the unaliver down for almost 2 decades. But Special Agent Harlan isn't just doing his job, it's personal for him. And then we have Tora, who is now a target. And so Harlan has to do everything he can to take this unaliver down while protecting Tora. This book had me on edge the whole entire time. The craziest thing is I decided to read this book late at night while I was home alone. This book had some twist that was absolutely insane, and I think that you guys would love it. So definitely pick it up. And finally, a trope that feels fun, immersive, and real. This one is new for me. I want to say since last year I became a fan of this trope, and it's college campus or HBCU romance. I love a college campus, a HBCU romance. It just feels alive. From the parties to the classes to the fraternities to the friendship and the growth that you experience. The first college campus book which made me love this trope was Campus Chronicles, Kamiria and Kyrie's Story by Sion Lee. Kamiria is this plus size girl who's been judged all her life by her family and her friends. And so on campus, she's been low-key almost for her entire college experience. Then she meets Kyrie, Mr. Popularity. They are the complete opposites. But through their friendship, Kamiria starts to come out of her shell. And for Kyrie, he starts to grow up. I love how it showed both of them evolve based on their impact with one another. But outside of their relationship, the whole campus setting with the parties, the study sessions, the lunch hangouts, it made me feel like I was right there. Like I was having my own college campus experience. All right, serial readers, you know how we do. I need to know what is your favorite trope and what book did it the best, because I'm sure it's pretty evident. I'm going to be adding to my TBR. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. The Lingerie Series by Penelope. Oh my gosh. This Time Around by Kay Shanae this I don't know if that's gonna make the cut. By M.M. Monique. M.M. Monique or M. Monique? Who? So Kamiria is a plus size. He's like, can't take it. Don't follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Yeah. Follow me. Don't follow me.